Ah, yes, so I've heard. So young, and yet you've already got quite the reputation. Wait, are you Outlanders?
Yep, we're travelers who just arrived in Natlana not too long ago.
No, I mean, I was aware that you're travelers. It's just no one told me that... No, the only thing she said is that a new hero had pledged herself to the plan. And she did mention that it would be quite difficult to forge an ancient name for them, but at the time, I seem to understand where the true difficulty lies now. No, I wouldn't go that far. I'm used to it, really. The Pyro Archon's requests are always difficult to fulfill, and we used to argue a lot. Honestly, anyway, I can't argue with her if she isn't here, and it'd be pointless to take my anger, but just because I understand her rationale doesn't make me any less upset.
It's impossible?
As you probably know, an ancient name is a symbol of a hero's spirit and glory, which we forge ancient names by engraving the heroic deeds of an individual who will become the first hero of that particular name. But they were all performed outside.
Yeah, that's right.
Then those deeds haven't been recorded by the Night Kingdom. To take it one step further, even if you had performed heroic deeds in Natlan, as an Outlander, only memories and experiences that have been acknowledged by the Wyab can be used. Even the greatest of craftsmen cannot create something out of...
Seems the Wyab don't want just anyone to get a name, huh?
Mawika, of all people, should know better than anyone. Yet she's still entrusted the task of forging the ancient name.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Nobody's happy being asked to do the impossible.
Ugh, don't remind me. Let's just focus on how we can pull this off.
You mean you're already...
Well, what else can I do? What's happened is already done. If she gave me this order, then she believes the ancient name is an indispensable part of her. In other words, the order is an affirmation of my abilities.
Whoa, not only has she accepted the task, but now she's looking for Silverline.
The key is getting the Wyab to somehow acknowledge the traveler's existence.
We heard the voice of a Wyab when we were in the Night Kingdom before. If we can talk to her again, maybe we can...
Well, every tribe has their own Wyab. Plus, considering the unprecedented nature of this situation, I have a feeling that... I don't know. That requires we need to find a consultant who's an expert on all things Night Kingdom and Wyab. The first person who comes to mind...
Oh, we've heard that name before. We used her spirit speak. A person who can make something like that must be pretty impressive.
Still, she's older now and quite eccentric. It's hard to even book a meeting with her, given that she's I've heard that to get her help, you have to be extremely...
I hate to break it to you.
Huh. Why is that? I mean, didn't she already help you before?
Well, yeah, at the cost...
Great going, Mawika. We're already off to a rocky start here. In that case, I guess your only option is to try to emphasize that this is an important order from... I'll also write you a letter on your behalf. If you can find someone to deliver it and mention some good things about you, then...
Paimon sure hopes a Hal won't interrupt when he's talking, though.
All right, Kanich is a seasoned negotiator. Please just give me a moment to write the letter, and we can meet up near the Statue of the Seven later.
Sounds good. We'll take a stroll in the meantime.
I'm sorry to put this on you, Kanich. It's just that you're probably the only person who knows... Oh, wait, so Kachina and the
Right, right. She mentioned there are 6 heroes and that Shilonen is one of 4 that have already been—
Oh, well, then I suppose there's no need to keep any secrets between us.
Sittlali knows him—
Given how the Masters of the Nightwind love to babble about dreams and revelations, they're already a pretty— I've never met Ororon, but if they consider him the odd one, he's got to be pretty far out there.
Makes sense. But Paimon wonders how Sittlali could be the first one to notice Auroron's disappearance if she spends the whole day in her room.
Huh, so if I'm following, you mean we'll help her investigate Ororon and the captain's whereabouts?
Yeah! Plus, we kinda owe her one anyway to make up for—
Ah, this is a pretty well thought out plan. Then, yeah, I'll leave my letter to you. Let's hope Sittlali can meet— Okay, then let's part ways.
Oh, it's time to meet up with Shilonen. Let's ask her how things have been going. Hey, Shilonen, how's everything going?
Oh, hi, Traveler and Paimon. I have, bad news. Sittlali did not reply to our request. Well,
Huh? You mean she didn't even bother to give Kenichi—
yeah, well, she can be also quite eccentric, though she's one of the most gifted people around. But let's go to the stadium and see if we can meet her there. If we do get a chance to talk to her in person—
That's true. Let's go. Paimon doesn't see anybody.
Well, we tried to be as considerate as we could, but she's under no obligation to help.
That might be true, but this is still a request from the Pyro Archon, right?
A subject? Well, if you ask me, yes, Mawika is our leader, but that doesn't mean there's any kind of tall barrier between us and her. The only thing is that she often has—
Huh. So even though she's super powerful, it sounds like she's actually unlike that old hag Granny Eatstily, right? Does she think she can ignore us just because she's famous? You all talk about her like she's some kind of huge deal, but she didn't even bother to reply. If that's what aging does to you, Paimon never wants to get old.
Oh, really? So, that's how you see me?
Huh? Who's there? Who's talking next to Paimon?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just a disgruntled old hag, right? Come on, relax.
Huh? Sитлали.
Wait, you're Sитлали? You're Granny Eatstly?
Yes, Granny Eatstly. But emphasis on Eatstly, not Granny. You must know this trope from light novels, surely. They use it all the time. The young man who's actually the oldest person in the room. The girl next door who turns out— Oh, wipe that look off your face! You've seriously never seen an older lady that doesn't look her age? Okay, well, don't go thinking it's a trick either. See? I'm barely wearing any—
Did I forget to mention, she's called Granny, but she's actually pretty young. It was an honest mistake. I guess we've just gotten used to it.
I'm sorry. So, how old are you actually?
What? How dare you? Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady her age?
Paimon really didn't mean to offend you, it's just that... Paimon just wanted to apologize, but now she's putting more and more of her foot in her mouth. Really, Paimon just got a little mad since we thought, well, you were gonna leave us out to dry.
It was my idea to invite you here, Sитлали. So if you're upset, you can just take it out on me.
All right. I was only joking. I didn't mean to chastise anyone. There's really no need to— I received Kenichi's letter and was planning to attend this meeting, since I had already decided to come, but of course... It's also natural for people to get held up by one thing or another as they're trying to leave the house. It certainly was a bit— At first, I was thinking of quietly sneaking over, but since you were already here waiting for me, I started to think about how I should phrase my apology. Only— Anyway, that's the whole story. Honestly, it's not like I owe—
What's with that expression? Was she feeling embarrassed?
When the Masters of the Night Wind say they struggle dealing with her, I wonder if the feeling is mutual. She seems to be pretty awkward herself. Everything she does and says seems a little...
Anyway, Shilonen, I heard that you require—
Correct. The situation isn't like anything we've handled before. Let me explain.
I see. So Mauika has asked you to forge an ancient name for an Outlander. Well, that would be a first. And you've also heard all about Ororon. I must say, he's always been a good kid. I can't see him joining the Fatui of his own volition. He mu-
Yeah, that's what we came here to ask you. We'll help bring Ororon back if you help us solve the problems of forging...
I suppose I'll just call you Traveler for now. Traveler, come here. Let— Wealth leads to unending conflicts between people. Yet you alone transcend the value of gold. Baleful thunder and wrathful waves bring terror to mortal heart. O weary yet free soul, even the most verdant leaf in the forest will pray for your happiness. Those are all the things that I could see in you. You've experienced far more than even most mortals could dream of. You possess the heart of a— Huh? Don't move. There's something here.
Huh? What thing? Don't scare Paimon. Is the Traveler gonna be okay?
Shoo! That should do it. You've just returned from the Night Kingdom, so some fragments of souls were still stuck to your body. No need—
Isn't that kinda like having part of a ghost come back with you?
It's nothing as serious as that. If left unattended, the most it could do—
Well, in that case, better to get rid of them.
It was nothing. Shilonen, let's follow your proposal. once you've brought Ororon back.
The Lord of the Night? But don't we need to talk to the Wyab of the tribes?
Something this important is beyond their jurisdiction. Only the Lord of the Night can decide whether we can grant an ancient... The Lord of the Night is an ancient entity that rules over the entire Night Kingdom, constantly borrowing the power of the
Oh, so you're basically saying it's even more powerful than the Wyab of the tribes. Well,
not exactly. It's not so much that one's more powerful than the other. But important. It would take too much time to explain. Just listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. The Lord of the Night is currently in a deep slumber, and we can only communicate with its consciousness while in a trance. In other words, in a dream. But I will need to prepare a few more things for the ceremony to achieve the state of the trance.
I can go. It'll probably be a long list, so better leave it to someone who knows all the local vendors.
sounds good. Then we'll go with Sитлали.
Phew, the Fatui are nothing to scoff at, so please,
Yep, we'll be sure to play it.
All right, now it's time for us to catch that brat. Oh, I'm sorry I made you wait earlier. It was actually because I decided he has always lived alone, and I found a broken jar in his house. There was also something, and interestingly enough, I saw some slash marks in the house that did not match any of our local weapons.
Oh, sounds like the Fatui broke in.
But why would they kidnap a kid who just spends his days living in the country and raising aphids? That's not to say that I believe he's totally innocent, of course, since he's the only one who was kidnapped out of In any case, we'll get to the bottom of this once we manage to get him. I'm truly sorry to put you two through.
You can count on us.
All right, then let's start by heading to where Ororon was seen last. This is... An eyewitness claimed to have seen Ororon speaking to some Fatui soldiers here. I don't know how much you're willing to believe me, but Ororon really is a good kid. I see no reason why he'd suddenly get involved. I'm convinced that what the witnesses saw was actually the... however, I doubt anyone would believe me, given there are no...
Didn't Kanich say that she's a big name in Natlan? Feels kinda weird to see her so frustrated and...
Ororon? Well, he was left at the side of the road as an... He learned a lot from us. And once he reached adulthood, he built himself a house out in the countryside. He's always been such a good kid. Oh well, let's keep looking. He can answer... Oh, he's been raising phlogiston aphids for a long time. And since they were disturbed, they secreted a special type of phlogiston. Let's follow the phlogiston trail.
Huh? What trail?
Oh, right. I forgot your... here, give... Huh? How about now?
What do you see? Whoa, Paimon can see it now.
That's right. I used a spell to temporarily transfer a portion of my senses to...
Wow, you can even share your senses with it?
It requires a very rare spell that most people aren't adept at. But don't worry, it's a cinch for me. Between the when I held your hand just now, I could anyway, we'll need to use our vision now to track down Ororon.
Over here, this way! Sittlali might say a lot of deep and confusing stuff, but this spell of hers is really something.
What was that? What does she mean by deep and confusing? As far as elderly shamans go, I'd say that I'm already... but is my way of speaking still not trendy enough? I've already tried my best to match... Or perhaps I'm still not fashionable enough? But that can't be, right?
Huh? Was that?
Now that I think about it, it's a good thing I found some... Oh? They appear to be...
Hey, looks like there's a new camp over there. Yeah? Judge...
Wait. Let me see.
Paimon sees a...
This is a distress signal for the Masters of the Night Wind. Only someone from our... We've got to find him. Leaving such a subtle mark implies that he was... if they notice us, we can just charge in and fight them to the death. But what if my darling grandson is also there? I can't have him... no. I've got to be careful. Otherwise he'd get hit as well.
There are traces of people staying here, too!
Wait a second. The phlegist... I can also smell a mix of elements in the air.
Kanich told us that you were super amazing. No wonder you can send...
It's about time that little... there are signs of a... Judging from what's left on the scene, there must have been a fight. But after that...
Do you still remember the little mark we found before? Paimon's thinking, what if Ororon...
Given there are two... I'll take this direction. Ororon, what the heck were you doing? It's...
And off she go! Traveler, did you hear all of that as well? Once Sittlali left, that voice went away as well. Paimon even tried... So you were thinking the same thing! Paimon also thought that if we could hear what she was thinking... She did say that she was quite adept at this spell. And it doesn't sound like she's... If you think about it, she's really got...
Don't think there's anything here.
Paimon sees some traces here. Let's follow them and see if we can find anything up ahead.
Take it easy.
Did you find something? Huh. So we can't tell. That's weird. The phlogiston trail suddenly... But he can't have just evaporated into thin air, right?
So, you can hear this. I'm very sorry, but please do not move. I apologize that our first meeting has to take place like this. And given your combat proficiency, I would not have been able to gain an advantage over you if you were anywhere else in the world. Hello, traveler. I'm Ororon, the one you've been searching for. Ah, the Fatui's custody. I see. So even Granny has told you that I was coerced by the Fatui. I'm afraid you've been brought here by a lie. My friend and I only left those traces to lure you here. Deceiving you was never our true intent, however. It was simply the fastest and most feasible way.
Greetings, traveler from afar.
Be careful with this traveler. Her soul is temporarily restrained by us, and it appears to have become more fragile in the process. It's taking all my concentration to hold on to her.
It was I who tasked Ororon with leaving the traces to lead you here, and I who used the Master's ritual to bring your soul to the Night Kingdom. I've heard much about you from the past encounters you've had with my colleagues. Given the present situation in Natlana, I would like to sincerely I will use the opportunity to explain my goals and motivations to you. If you would like to hear our intel, then find us to the east of the stadium. But remember,
you will see me again once you return to reality. No matter what I say, please, help me keep this a secret. This is...
Hey, what happened just now? You suddenly collapsed and...
Hey, why are you sitting on the ground?
Sithlali! She froze for a moment and then just collapsed to the ground!
Could it have been those leftover remnants from the Night Kingdom? Do you have any itches or pain anywhere? Don't worry, we can take a short break. Sorry, I know I asked for your help. But had I known you were feeling unwell, I wouldn't have taken you on this trip.
If you're feeling sick, you should just say so. Sittlali should be able to, exercise.
A seasoned traveler must know the importance of not pushing yourself beyond your limit. Say the word. In any case, let's take a bit more time to rest now. Need to be more careful next time.
Feeling better yet, traveler?
All right, let's get ready. I followed my phlogiston trail earlier to a stronghold guarded by soldiers.
Oh, so it's close by. Then let's head over right away.
Well, I recruited you to be my helper, which means we're in this together. But if you want to make it up to me, then just... Look over there.
Huh? I don't think she sees the...
That's Ororon. So he really was taken...
All right, we'll take the lead.
Hey, quit daydreaming. Don't you have work to do?
I cannot see the sun. Without the sun, I cannot see the truth.
Huh? Okay.
Wow. I'm going to rip that guy's head.
Sitlali's struggling to control.
Are you ready? On my count. 3, 2, 1! Still trying to resist? You've got no idea who you're up against!
Teamwork is strict!
Time to fulfill my duty.
Quietly now.
No slacking off.
I hear children sing.
Wind strike.
Let's light it up! Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey.
Overruled.
Game's up. Fun's over. Auroron!
Granny!
Paimon knows she's called Granny Eats to Lead, but it's still kind of weird hearing someone.
And greetings to you too, other Granny.
What did you just call her?
Granny. Is that not right? You are Granny's friend, are you not? You seem to be approximately the same age as her, so I figured you're also a Granny.
How many times have I told you? It doesn't work like that. There are a lot of people who look.
Oh, wait. He's not a child, is he? Don't tell Paimon he's one of those people who look like an adult but are actually only 8 or 9.
Oh, your words have pierced my heart like a thorned vine. Given how hard those thorns are to remove, I may just need to find a pair of tweezers. I may just need to find.
Why are you so upset? You can just say yes or no.
Of course I'm not a child. It's just, Granny always taught me to show gratitude where it's due. And since the Masters of the Night Wind raised me collectively, I basically see everyone above a certain age. Exactly.
But if you keep that up, then everyone's going to be your.
And do you think saying all of this is gonna save you from a scolding, Auroron? Haven't I told you 100 times since you were a kid? Heed the 3 warnings.
Be wary of beasts prowling around, scammers looking for their next victim, and strange people who appear out of nowhere.
Oh, so you do remember, and you just chose to ignore them. I always knew that living up. You won't always be able to rely on other people coming to your rescue, you know.
I'm sorry, Granny.
Next time? Oh, good. They didn't.
No, they just asked me a lot of questions about Natlan's terrain and made me draw a
Okay. Now answer me honestly.
Yes.
So why did you
Because they said they would need my help from there on out. They also said that if I...
Hey! I'm no ordinary granny. Would they really dare to come after me? And you! Did the Thankfully, the Pyro Archon only asked that we find the mysterious individual from the Masters of the Night Wind. and didn't slap your... Even if the truth that you see will soon manifest into
I'm sorry.
Ugh, forget it. We can submit the details of this camp and the defeated Fatui as evidence of your innocence. Let's clean this place up and get back to the city. Auroron, you better remember this lesson well and seriously reflect on your actions.
Sounds good. Should I bring some of my homegrown vegetables as well?
Your vegetables?
Yes. I grow a lot of fresh produce in my garden.
Now's not the time to be thinking about that.
Recite the 3 warnings.
Huh? No! You should emphasize that you were not in cahoots with the Fatui!
How exactly did the masters raise this guy?
Oh, right.
Ad Astra...
I see. So Ororon came to the captain's rescue because he promised...
That's right. I'm sorry.
Now that you know Auroron was only trying to protect another member of his tribe...
We'll give her a full report. We'll let you know.
Will I need to stay here?
Technically, yes. But if Miss Sitla...
Sure. I'd be happy to do that.
Understood. Thank you very much. Mr. Ororon!
I understand. Thank you. And thank you too, Grant.
Well, at least you won't need to hide your face anymore.
Traveler, Paimon, thank you very much for... Once Auroron is settled, I'll go talk to Shilonen and get...
Oh, thank you.
You scratch my back, I scratch yours. It's as good as done. Come with me, Auroron. We've got to find you a place to...
Goodbye, other granny.
We're finally done. All right, it's time to find some grub. Huh? What? The captain? Sorry. Paimon just didn't see that Oh, that Ororon. What is he up to? He sounded earnest enough just now, All that stuff about protecting Sitlalli and being forced to help the Fatui when he's actually been a... Yeah, you're right. Still, Paimon appreciates you telling her about this. Paimon will support your choice no matter what, so if you... We still have another whole day before the meeting, so we'll just meet... Weird. Paimon doesn't see anyone. What was that?
Good evening. Nice to see you again.
It's you. You shouldn't pop up from behind people like that. What are you, a ghost?
I'm terribly sorry. It's just...
Ugh. And what's with you apologizing all the time? You sound so...
You're right. Granny tells me that too. Huh. Come to think of it, you remind me of her. Sometimes you two sound really similar, you know.
Oh, so you're gonna call Paimon Granny too now?
Well, I could. It's all clear. Over to you.
Excellent. The fact that you showed up proves that I was right about your character. Yet, there's been a lot of talk about you. Child told me that you're passionate about the unknown and willing to take risks. Rather than facing you as an enemy, if we allow the current state of things to continue, we will inevitably clash. I've long heard of your exploits across the nations. Though you have crossed swords with my colleagues many times, I know that you are by no means an unreasonable. And once you've learned the truth that the Pyro Archon Malwika would never willingly share with you, you may just find it in your heart to consider my proposal.
I assume you've already been informed of the Pyro Archon's plan, in order to defeat the Abyss and save Natlana.
Wait, how did you know that? Never mind.
I've long kept a close eye on her plan. To be frank, it's an exceedingly risky plan. Will the hero, if any part of the plan goes awry, all of Natlana, even all of Now, you may have been led to believe that this is the only plan available to her.
An emergency plan?
Yes. A way to keep Natlana intact, even if her original plan fails. But given the painful cost of its execution, she has chosen to keep it as a mere backup plan. Whether this stems from hesitation, fear, or even naivete, I cannot say. But my fear is that given the enormity of the decision, she will be reluctant to confront the dire reality we face until it is too late. We have to make the decision for her, here and now.
Yeah, do you have any evidence for all this? Just telling us a bunch of scary stuff isn't enough, you know. Besides, wasn't it you who tried to seize the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa's plan?
I knew you'd be clever enough to see. That's right. I did not seek the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa. Since I was defeated in battle, I must put to rest my thoughts about the Gnosis. And now, I have found a new way to solve the crisis.
Someone's here.
Huh? The captain disappeared!
Something is rapidly approaching. Oh no.
Something? Bad news, chump. It's your granny.
Sitlali! When did you get here?
I knew something was amiss after we were separated. Hidden ceremonial tools, an unconscious traveler. I must say, I'm very curious about what you're up to. How dare you go behind our backs like this, Ororon? Colluding with the Fatui? Really? Oh, here we go again. Cat got your tongue, huh? You really think you can avoid—
I'm not trying to avoid anything.
Oh, and now you're talking back. Well, go on then. Explain yourself.
I'm sorry, Granny. I feel so guilty.
You! That's it! Where are my tools? I swear if I don't teach you a lesson right here.
Wait, Sitali! Please calm down. We, still learned a lot of info, didn't we? Like the fact that the captain... So, maybe just save the scolding for later, okay?
Listen well, Ororon. You're only getting out of this... You're right, Traveler. Let's go. We can discuss this more... In all my years, I've never had a child cause me so much grief. Do you seriously not see what's at stake here? Why did you help the captain? And I want the truth this time. No answer? Think you're being smart? Then let me ask... Really? You're just going to stonewall me? Just use your brain for a second. What do you possibly stand to gain by helping the captain? Oh, you've always been a good kid. Why would you throw that all away now? If you're...
Why is he staring?
I'm sorry that you have to hear all this. You're very kind. Most people would have fled by now.
Oh? You dare gossip between yourselves instead of listening to me?
Sorry,
Sorry, Granny. Sorry, Granny. You say all the right things, but then you go and completely ignore me. Well, if that's how you're going to treat me, you can stop
who's Aoife? A delivery person?
That's irrelevant. The point is, he hangs out with this kid, so he must be no good. You kids get to us. Ororon, if you're still thinking about that so-called duty, then please, just forget about it.
Seems they've started talking about some kind of tribal history.
That's not it, Granny. I know you tend to get down on yourself when you're upset, but I can tell I really hurt you this time. All I can say is I'm sorry.
His voice. Ororon! Where have you gone?
It sounds like he's somewhere super far away, but isn't he right here in front of us?
I'm really sorry. It's up to all of us to do everything we can to save Natlana. So I've got to go.
Get back here this instant! Ororon! What is this? Powder from plant spores? Is that the trick he used?
What just happened? How was he able to suddenly get so far away like that?
It's a trick of his. If you grind spores into a powder and spray it in the air, it can be manipulated to create an illusion. He pulled it off flawlessly. He must have put a lot of time into perfecting it. Don't tell me that's how he's been little brat. That's it. The next time we meet...
Whoa, that's a little extreme. But still, why does he feel like he needs...
I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation with them earlier. But even if you'd been able to, Ororon probably did everything he could to get away because he knew I'd get the truth out of him soon. We've got quite a long walk back to the city. Do you two have some time?
Oh, right. It's been a while since we last ate.
Then let's go. We can find somewhere to sit down and talk. Food and drinks are on me.
How did this become Paimonville? Sитлали looks cool. Alright. It's on Paimon this time, so you can just sit back and enjoy, Sитлали. Paimon will take care of it.
Hey, come on now. You won't even let me take—
Are you sure? We can save—
Mora is the least of my concerns. Besides, we're definitely due a meal after all the time we've spent together.
Sure, that's fine with us, but—
Don't worry. I'm sure it—
What?
do you see two people standing by the door?
Paimon—
Huh? How could that be? I guess my mind isn't as sharp.
Do you think she's drunk?
There you go, miss. Oh my, it's not every day you get to see—
Oh, so you've—
Of course I have. Aren't you the ones who saved Kachina and brought her back? No wonder you—
Wait, so you call her Green?
Well, given our ages, it'd probably be more accurate for me to call her my great-great-granny. She's—
Huh? Gossiping about me right in front of my face now, are you, Chonka?
Oh, please, Granny, I wouldn't dare. I'm just beyond happy to see you bring—
All right, that's enough. Go on now. I'm sure the other customers would like to talk to you as—
Sитлали? Sиtlali?
Who's that? You got some gall calling me by my first name.
Are you still with us?
You chumps come around here, picking fights with me? Well, you know what happens next. You lose, and then run off home to— I mean, come on!
Granny Sиtlali, you're—
Exactly! And while we're at it, I'm not some lazy slacker either. Oh yeah, and I have to mentor all the new kids. Hey, new kid! Yeah, you! Don't play dumb. Didn't I teach you how to find phlogiston? That's more like it. About dang time someone showed me a little respect. Yeah, Granny's—
Did she just fall asleep?
Behind this pitch-black curtain, a chapter of hatred reveals itself.
She's meditating again. She does this when—
Is this another specialty?
No, I'd say it's an ability that's unique to—
Warning, warning. Red. Huh? Traveler? Paimon?
What's wrong?
I'm gonna hurl. Hang on! Phew.
You had Paimon worried. Paimon really thought you were about to...
How embarrassing. I'm sorry you had to see me like that.
Are you feeling okay? Wanna take...
There's so much that I want to say.
Why not? Of course you can.
Please, Paimon. It's not as simple as you think.
Oh, Paimon gets it. You're hoping that we wouldn't think less...
No, that wasn't my point at all! Seriously, don't you youngsters know anything about shame? I'm talking about shame! Huh? Tell me what?
Yeah...
This is so...
It's okay, Sитлали.
I can't take it anymore! Why do these things happen to me? Hearing me mumble breath is one thing, but hearing what I mumble, it's just like when you're rolling on the floor in your pajamas, but you forget to lock the door, and
So that,
It happens to people in general, okay? Doesn't matter if you're 200 years old or 1,000 years old. Everyone rolls around in their pajamas sometimes. Take a walk with me.
Looks like she's completely given up. Like those criminals who just confess everything.
Transfixed. Let's light it. Take it easy.
Well, great view.
Wow, it's beautiful. Oh no, what do we do?
I was an expression, okay? A figure of speech. Let's just have a casual
Really? You don't seem...
Well, I guess... And you're right. I'm just an eccentric old hag to them. That story...
What? You're just a
the kids of my tribe would have a heart attack if they heard you say that.
Well, you are powerful.
Some are. Others are mad I always come out on top. What about you?
We don't find you scary at all.
That's because you're not from my tribe. You don't know how many... I make people realize that no matter how... not to brag or anything. Maybe
We believe you. Shilonen has full faith in your abilities, and Ororon didn't seem scared of you.
Yes, but Mawika already told you about her plan. And you've given so much help. Ororon's not like other people. As the reason being, his soul is incomplete. The Masters of the Nightwind, no one knows who his parents were. He was just left on a... The Masters of the Nightwind believe they can see human souls. And in Ororon's a possibility. To turn Ororron, the ceremony would allow lost souls to gather within him. Ororron would then be sent to the Night Kingdom to return the souls to their rightful place.
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Now, you see the problem. When damage occurs to the Night Kingdom, the souls held within disperse and remain adrift. Unable to find a way back to... The ceremony can send back countless souls at once, which would benefit the Night Kingdom. I wasn't surprised the chief at the time came up with the plan. The ley lines were already in a terrible state. When the chief asked for my opinion, I didn't give my approval, but I... Pathetic, isn't it? By not objecting, I basically gave them the go-ahead. Of course, in my tribe, death is rarely something to fear. But what kind of message would we be sending by... It's not right! So, when I learned the ceremony had failed, the plan was never a secret. Or, I guess I should say, everyone thought he would be happy he survived. And he never really said anything to the contrary. He asks this question.
Wait, what?
He knows that, but he still feels guilty. Ororron has a strong ability to perceive soul. Maybe he chose to work with the Fatui because he's...
Traveler, didn't the captain say he found a way to solve the crisis? Maybe that's what... Anyway, we can't just let things go on like this. We have to convince him to come back! You don't look so good, Sitla.
Probably drank too much. Okay. Forget. You've helped me so much already.
Hey, we're friends, aren't we? Besides, you already said you owe us a favor, so you don't need to...
Good point. Well, I'll go. Friends. I like the sound of that.
Ororon's probably back with the captain, don't you think? You mean about the backup plan? Do you really believe what the... Yeah, you're right. We should... But she's probably asleep. We have...
I got a new letter from the lieutenant. Looks like the situation has changed again.
Outside. Pirates still haven't sleep. Well, guess we should see what's going on.
you're already here.
Wow, you're up early. That's impressive.
Let's not bring up last night. Anyway, I was also woken. I heard many areas have been attacked by the Abyss, including the Master.
The Abyss attacked again? Are you sure you can...
I'll be fine. We also have the support of the warriors stationed at the various outposts. Given the quick response, things shouldn't get too serious. The stadium could always use more manpower, so you should join the forces here. I'm done making excuses for him. He's not a child anymore. He needs to take responsibility for his actions. I was the one who vouched for him, so I need to report back to the Speaker's Chamber. I'll accept however they choose to handle the situation. But I should be able to convince them to let me go back to my tribe first to deal with the attack. As for the ancient name, once we handle this crisis, I'll talk to Shilonen right away. Don't worry. Thank you.
She left in a hurry. The situation must be really serious. Oh, looks like a lot of people are heading to the stadium. Let's see what's going on.
Traveler, over here! Perfect. Our star outlet.
Oh, you're all here! But...
Just my way of saying how awesome you are. We've got a real...
Alright, but can we get a quick rundown of the situation first?
The Abyss suddenly attacked the Collective of Plenty, the Masters of the Nightwind, the Children of Echoes, and...
Yes, and the attacks are increasing in frequency.
The tribes have plenty of defenses, so they're safe for now. But I can't say the same for the adventurers and merchants stuck in... Chaska and I have been searching for survivors and treating the wounded. We just got back, but we need to head out again soon.
I plan on heading back to the Collective of Plenty, just in case my tribe needs me.
What about you, Mualani? Where are you gonna go?
I'll go help the Children of Echoes. They're the closest, so I can start fighting right away. What about you guys? We could go together. Yeah, that does sound important. Who knows? Maybe yours truly.
That would be pretty great, actually.
It'll be fine. Your tribe...
Let's part ways here for now. And most importantly, be careful, everyone.
Oh, and some of us need to avoid getting contaminated.
Koichi, do we really have to do this now?
It's all right. Let's hurry up and talk to...
Oh, it's you two. As you can see, things are not... Look, I'm very interested in your recent adventures, but this is not a good time.
That's all right. We're also in a hurry. We're gonna go help the children of...
What? So he thinks my plan is too risky. He thinks... I shouldn't underestimate the Fatui's ability to gather. I will answer you honestly, but you must help me keep the... I can use the power of the Gnosis to save Natlan, but it comes at a heavy price. The Gnosis would drain all the souls and memories from the Night Kingdom and weave them into a giant net, which would...
Wait, you can use...
Yes. It means sacrificing those souls in the process. The Night Kingdom not only houses the souls of the dead, but also our memories and legends. Even then, the net can still become corroded. If we cannot find a way to repair the damaged ley lines before that happens, then all those sacrifices are for nothing. Given the enormity of the price, it's a solution I refuse to consider right now. Now it's true, both plans come at a risk. But after weighing our options, this is our best. Natlan is unique among the nations of Teyvat. Given the ever-looming threat of the Abyss, having a contingency plan is our duty. Not just to the people of Still. This has always been a well-kept secret. I'm very curious how the captain learned this information.
Oh, one more thing? The captain said he found—
Without the Gnosis, he should have no other option. Seems like our only path forward is to track him down. So he— Judging by your expression, you must have doubted me. Even if just for a sec.
Not even a little! We would never— Wait, what are you talking about, Traveler?
Just maybe it was out of caution, anxiety, or simple curiosity, but so now that you have your answer, do you still
You scared Paimon. You really—
That's a good thing. Oh, and as for the captain, the intelligence officers we assigned to the Fatui should be back soon.
That's great! Sounds like we just have to wait a little longer.
Not just yet. Even though the Abyss is attacking several locations don't worry. I just need to finish coordinating our available manpower, then I'll take—
Wait! You're going to fight in person?
That's true. I'm far less powerful than a god in my current state. But don't forget, no matter how you look at it, my duty is on the front lines. Oh, now you doubt my strength. That hurts. Anyway, even if we respond to these threats in time, I've considered moving my people to other nations, but given their close connection to the Night Kingdom, I've told the chiefs of each tribe to strengthen their defenses and now I just need to find the right time to disclose the true nature of the crisis to the people.
Paimon's a little worried about how people will react.
Yes, but that won't be the only response.
Alright, we should head out. Maybe we can join up with Moani. She can't be too far ahead.
Quick, over here! To safety!
Kachina, how many people do you have left?
What's the situation?
There's a trapped caravan that needs our help. We need to rescue them as soon—
We'll go together. Stay safe. We've got this. Hear the echoes of the valley!
Get back! Woohoo! Let's shred, Starkey!
I really thought I was done for. I can't thank you.
Don't worry about it. We're just glad you're okay. Let's see. Your goods look fine too. Guess
That should be the last abyssal pylon near the Children of Echoes. By the way, where's Sитлали? I thought she would come with you.
The Masters of the Nightwind also got attacked, so she went back to help her tribe. She said we
Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, this isn't a good place.
The wind knows me.
looks like a few people were hurt after all. Oh.
The Abyss threw a lot at us at once. I rushed out as soon as I heard the alarm, and there were... Before long, Kachina brought over a whole group of warriors, and... You mean the situation in the Night Kingdom, right? Yeah, I feel the same way. We've managed to keep it a secret all this time, but it's impossible not to feel anxious when things are getting worse by the second, and...
That just means we need to buy the Pyro Archon more time. Keep pushing, everyone.
You really are an eternal optimist, Mool.
Why, thank you. I guess it's one of my better qualities.
So, specifics aside, the Pyro Archon confirmed the Gnosis can resolve the crisis.
And somehow the captain finds out about it, goes to fight the Pyro Archon, and honestly, if he has the same information...
We talked to Moika before we left the stadium. According to her, the cost of the captain's plan is to... And, well, it makes sense. If that was truly the better choice...
Yeah, I trust the Pyro Archon. When I was upset about Kachina's disappearance, plus, she burned down all those precious mementos for Kachina. She's already... When it comes to Natlan's survival...
I agree. Maybe the captain weighed the costs and came to his own conclusion, but I'm sure we have different priorities. Life is important, but so are history and memory.
As the Archon, she can't tell us everything, but it seems like she wasn't holding anything back this time.
The next question is... If the captain found a new way to save Natlan, how...
This is
We still don't have enough information. Once we figure out what the Fatui are doing, we'll have our answer.
Let's head back then. Moika said her intelligence officers should return soon. With how many Fatui there are, someone...
Sounds good. I have a few theories of my own. With a bit more information...
I was just about to ask. Count me. If I was just a bit faster, we could have prevented a few... Register? Nah. I'll just follow you around. You know, go where you go, do what... You got it. Alright. See you all later.
Oh, you betcha!
Take it easy.
Moika! Oh, Chatska and Koichi are here! Wait,
I'm fine.
They ran into the Fatui while out on a mission.
the Fatui?
Calm down and let me explain. Watch out. It's the Fatui.
Were they attacked by the Abyss? No, wait.
You're right. That's a travel. Let's keep observing.
We're glad you're okay. Given the appearance of abyss monsters all over Natlan.
Thank you so much.
We don't expect anything in return. If you truly wish to repay the favor, you can keep this a secret.
Oh, okay.
We're not asking you to cover up our activities. We haven't done anything illegal. Nonetheless, the decision remains yours.
Got it. Did you hear that? They mentioned a cat.
Exactly. Still, there was no trade. I didn't believe the captain when he said he wanted to save Natlan.
Maybe we've been wrong about the Fatui.
It's too early to say. Let's...
So this is where they were headed. Looks tricky.
Koichi, wait for me here.
Oh, no you don't. How are you planning to get through all the...
Look, I can use this terrain to my advantage.
We still can't see anything on the inside. What if you can't find cover? You won't have anyone to watch your back if you go in alone.
The more heavily guarded the location, the more valuable the secret. That intel is worth the risk.
Fine. You're not...
That's even more risky. You've been running around. I'm confident I can protect myself. I'm not sure...
I can.
You really believe that?
Fine, don't believe me. But you can't honestly tell me infiltrating a heavily guarded You know, growing up, even if I insisted on doing...
All right. If we start arguing, this will never end. We can't let this...
Guess that means I win. Don't...
All right. Same plan as usual. We split up, communicate with hand signals. Got your ropes?
Yeah, let's go.
The Fatui have eyes all over this place. Now. Not sure how many chances I'm gonna get. Good. I made it without getting caught. I should get to that platform over there. But it's guarded by the Fatui. Koichi should have line of sight. Oh, wait. That's it. Now's my chance.
It's no use staying in one place. I should keep moving. Looks like Chaska is helping me by keeping an eye on the Fatui movements. I'll wait for her signal. Time to move. Whew. That was close. Probably can't make it over in one go. I'll wait for my neck. Now's my chance. I made it! Let's see. The Fatui's occupying all the best locations. If we could just get past them somehow. Wait, I've got it!
Huh? What's that noise? Did something explode? Oh, what the heck is that? I could ask you the same thing!
Good, they're arguing. Looks like they just needed the people on the hill over there left to help their comrades. Come get me, Chaska. I hope she gets this hands.
That's Koichi's signal. Give me your hand, quick.
Coming! I checked, and this way is completely clear. It should lead us to the deepest part of this place. Well, I was pretty helpful, right? You know, everyone usually jumps at the chance to work with me. Not my own sister, though. No, she avoids me like her life depends on it.
I was wrong, Koichi.
Wait, you're just gonna admit it?
Let's focus on the task at hand. We're in the heart of enemy territory.
All right. If you're not... Looks like the Fatui are here to dig something up. I'm surprised they mobilized this many people. I doubt it's because they're interested in our culture and history.
It seems like they're looking for a dragon relic called the device is ancient. Barely any information survives to this day. And even people from...
Not bad. Looks like it's in good shape. Took us long enough.
Back? Back where? Should we keep following?
You really want to keep going?
Of course! We make a good team, don't you think?
What was that sound?
Uh-oh. We've been...
Falling rock incoming! Watch out for your gadget!
What?
Once we got them off our tail, we went back to observe some more. It looked like they were waiting, though.
So, Koichi got injured trying to get them...
She pushed herself too hard and collapsed on...
Well, I didn't cause you any trouble while we were fighting.
You've done very well. I could make a comment on knowing your...
I know.
So, our current intel suggests the Fatui is after the source. The device is a complete mystery.
I have no idea. But it's safe to assume the device... Shilonen, I need you to gather every scholar and...
I'll get right on.
Thank you both for your hard work. Koichi, it's time for you to get some rest. Oh, and I prepared a small gift of my own as a token of gratitude.
My patience. That's so nice.
You don't need to give us anything, Archon. We were just doing our duty for Natlana.
Well, if Koichi doesn't want...
I accept.
There's some for the rest of you as well. They're one of my favorites too, so I'll start investigating the source mechanism right away.
Yummy snacks!
Take it easy.
What's next for you two?
I'm taking Koichi home. with our...
Hey, it's not like I'm some kind of prisoner.
That's what you always say. Everything's no big deal until you collect... What if the Abyss attacks again? You're saying if I let you rest in a hotel...
I won't. Triple promise I won't.
Mm-hmm.
Fine, on the off chance, but I'm a doctor. I have a duty to help people in need, no matter... I guess you're right.
This reminds Paimon of when we first met.
I do the same for anyone trying to put their life in danger.
Then try to see things from my perspective. You clearly want to protect your patient.
The two of you are the same, you know?
I disagree. I understand the risks.
Who wants to be like her? Overconfident, always...
That's just not true.
You think I don't have...
Okay, don't get into another fight. Just pretend Paimon never...
Don't worry, Paimon. You didn't do anything wrong. Arguing is just how we...
Plus, I guess we are similar in some ways. We're family. I can't help it if my older sister...
Okay, you don't have to put it that way.
So, you're all good now?
Neither of us are really the type to back down. So we'll always have a...
Plus, I know you'll wake up one day and realize I was right.
Be my guest. See you later, Traveler and Paimon.
There's no rush. At least grab a nice meal with your family.
Bye, you two.
Huh. Those two will probably make up for real. Well, we've learned a lot. Let's go. Why do you look so awkward?
Okay, I won't beat around the bush. Oh, and I'm sorry for...
Awesome! Just give us your order!
Hey, friends don't order each other around. I'm just here to share some...
Oh yeah, you mentioned how Ororon is... Paimon and the Traveler discussed it after you left, and we think...
I agree with your hypothesis. Ororon came back. He helped the Masters of the Nightwind defend our camp.
What? He came back?
I told him to give up whatever he's doing, but he refused. He said they're just one step away from success, so there's no way he can back out now. Apparently, he came back to fulfill his duty to our tribe. When he left, he said it was because he still has a duty to Natlan as...
I'm unsurprised you let him go at all.
I had to prioritize my tribe. Besides, the situation was intense. I couldn't focus on... Plus, he was on guard. He knew I would try to go after him, so he made sure to keep his distance. All these years of calling me Gran...
Don't say that! Your tribe all raised him...
You're right. Seeing him come back reminded me of when he was... He's not only a child of the Masters of the Nightwind, but a child of... Besides, Ororon is my apprentice. He might have a few tricks up his sleeve, but...
Wait, what are you...
Look, remember how I said Auroron's soul is fragmented? This is the talisman and this gem is what makes the talisman. It just so happens that Ororon is due for a gem replacement. Since I can't get close to him, I put the new gem in a supply bag and asked Aoife. You guys know Aoife, right? No? Well, he's a pretty famous vet around. Aoife doesn't know what's going on, so he agreed, no questions asked. Ororon would find the gem as soon as he opened the... He probably suspected that I tampered with it. But here's the catch. The trick is on the bag. The moment he touched...
That's amazing. You can do something like that?
Most people can't. But I can. That trick he used to bring you to the Night Kingdom isn't anything special, by the way.
So in other words, we have a whole backup of Auroron's memories in this gem!
The kid thinks he can take me on?
That's amazing, Sitlalli. Let's take a look right away!
Once we get to the bottom of this... I know he thinks of me as his grandma.
Huh, that's a tough question. Paimon doesn't have a grandma, so she's not the best person to ask.
To be honest, I've always doubted my ability to look after him. But if I stop here, it will haunt me until I'm 500 years old. Every night I'll wake up in a fit of anger. Yeah, You're right.
You're just making it worse, Traveler.
I need to look at his memory. Even if I don't care. And I won't blame him.
You sure you'll be okay?
Did you just say...
Is that okay? We have a pretty good reason to see it too, don't we? Because...
You... fine. You can...
Don't worry, we're professional
then I place... Alright, time to sneak into someone else's memory and engage in some... you heard it here first. Are you ready?
Look how good you're doing. You'll grow... And you? Aoife says you're taking up too much space, but I think you're a good tree. What do you think?
Hey! How's it going, Ororon?
Good. How are you?
Can't complain. What you up to?
No, just some idle conversation.
Sounds fascinating.
They told me you were coming and that you would...
Only... By the way, I ran into Aoife yesterday. He told me Chaska's fostering a saurian at his place. Said the thing trampled over a part of your radish garden. I hope you...
No, don't worry. I'll find a way for him to... I've already wrapped your share of the produce. Here you go.
You really knew I was coming.
Light up the smoke and you can see the path through the shadows. That's what everyone says.
Hey, have you seen that strange group?
Appeared out of nowhere? I don't think so.
It's the Fatui. Their leader seems like a big deal. He didn't bring many men with him, but they're all elite warriors. It seems like they're looking for someone. But I wouldn't go around asking too many questions. If you run into them, be careful.
You're from the Masters of the Nightwind, are you not? Why do you live here alone?
I enjoy living by myself out in the wild. I guess you're from the Fatui, one everyone's calling a big deal.
Not an inaccurate. I'm looking for someone who may be known to you. Sитлали is her name.
Granny? What does an... I've heard the name. You have...
There's no point to further questioning if you insist on hiding things from me. I shall...
Oh, he could tell I was lying, and now he's Hey! At least tell me why you're looking for Sитлали.
It's none of your concern. I have my own means of tracking her down.
Why are the Fatui looking for her? I can't just let them go like this. I have to figure out what they're planning. They've just been studying the ley lines and asking for leads.
The situation has seen no true improvement.
My lord!
Ignore him. He has no...
He knows I'm following him, but he's strong. I can tell. But there's something unusual.
What is it?
My lord, I feel
A ley line disturbance. Certain presences have been forced to walk...
That was a spell from the Masters of the Nightwind. How did he know? How did he do that so easily? Soulfaring is supposed to be extremely difficult.
I feel much better. Thank you, my lord.
Think nothing of it. Stay vigilant, and continue to gather information. The Abyss could attack at any moment. If you notice any irregularities, assume drill formation and be prepared to fight. However, there's no reason to over-engage.
Yes, sir.
Why are the Fatui fighting against the Abyss? I've been following him this whole time and still they ignore me? Do they really not care? It seems like his subordinates were... And now he's headed to the stadium. That's unusual.
You two, with me. Everyone else, wait here as instructed. Send word to...
Yes, sir!
He's going inside? But the...
Forgive me, my lord. Allow me to check one more time.
The time for this nation is...
Yes, sir.
He just walked straight into the stadium. What is he gonna do? They're both incredibly strong. How long will they have to fight until someone comes out on top? Wait, this feeling. Just like the other day near the ley lines, it's faint, like a soul's trying to escape. Is that why he's looking for Granny? If he dies here, then all clues will be lost.
As for you, I must confess, I did not expect that little trick of yours to save the day.
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. She could have... you don't have much time, and...
I'm beginning to see just how you heard something from here.
No need to force yourself. I've never seen any...
I didn't expect you to intervene at such a critical moment.
You know I've been following you. Why didn't you stop me?
When walking in the forest, it is only natural to encounter wild beasts. However, not every beast is the...
And yet, one of those very beasts saved your life.
Then speak. What do you...
I didn't save you because I wanted something. My soul is more perceptive than others. I can sense that the ley lines are... The questions you asked her just now, well, I've had very similar to...
So, you can tell the truth.
There's no turning back for me now. What I did back there is going to get me in a lot of trouble. You attacked the Pyro Archon in broad daylight, and I used my spell to save you. A single glance was likely all it took for her, so...
Seem to care little from...
It's too late for that. Start from the beginning. Why are you looking...
Explain your relation to her first. I know you two are acquainted.
Sitali is my elder and my teacher.
If you truly wish to protect her, you should have let me perish at the Pyro Archon's hand. Yet...
I want to do something to change Natlana for the better. Something I can accomplish with my own two hands. You're stranger...
Strange? Sitali is said to be the legendary Granny Eatsley. Someone capable of
Why do you need knowledge on the Night Kingdom?
That is not something you...
Don't forget.
Do you not believe the Fatui capable...
People can lie, but souls cannot. I can tell there's a way...
You may not live among your tribe, but you certainly know their tricks. Let's go. We'll see if you have what it takes. I see.
Worth trying, I think.
Rather than weaving a net to protect the ley lines, this method would address the root problem. by reconstructing the ley lines themselves.
Traveler, Paimon.
Paimon's fine, just,
Of course. I'm so mad at him. After everything, he still can't let go of the past. For some reason, he thinks he owes something to the people who cared for him. Now that he's all grown up, he thinks no one can tell him what to do? He thinks he can just run away? I'll show him. If he tries to run one more time, he's got enough.
maybe stubbornness runs in the family.
Is that supposed to be... Anyway...
Yeah, the captain seriously... What does that even mean? Something like the loom of fate?
The loom of fate?
Oh, it's kind of... Anyway... If he really wants to manipulate the ley lines, everyone in Natlan will be affected.
Which means... the captain has been honest.
Why is he so obsessed with saving Nat?
Yes. She needs to know about...
Navigating the world is a lot easier.